Archangel Michael proclaims, "You are on the verge of experiencing a transformation that will resonate beyond your understanding. This situation transcends mere timing or destiny. It represents a divine realignment in your son's life. You will awaken in a reality that no longer acknowledges who he was, but rather who he is evolving into. If these messages have reminded you that you're never alone, subscribe and stay connected for more daily words of faith and encouragement. All that you believed was postponed for him is now accelerating. The obstacles that once hindered him are transforming into pathways for advancement. This evening marks the final time his spirit laments in silence for acceptance, for tomorrow his voice will resonate with authority. Archangel Michael indicates that a name is being softly spoken tonight across the spiritual dimensions, and that name is your son's. The angels are orchestrating a route that was previously obstructed by unspoken betrayals and hidden conflicts. This occurrence is not mere chance. It is profoundly Grecian. A protective force is assembling to shield him, to anoint him, and to envelop him with what was once withheld. Someone will be restless tonight, reflecting on their past actions against him. However, heaven is stepping in not to provide explanations, but to rectify the situation. Type Amen to receive blessings. 333. Your son has been under scrutiny, not from protective eyes, but from envious ones. They could not fathom why opportunities arose for him, even without his effort. Yet, this is merely the beginning. What is set to arrive tomorrow will dazzle the eyes of every deceiver. The spiritual document has been amended. A decision made against him in secrecy is being overturned by the angel's authority. An attempt will be made to thwart this at the last moment, but it is already too late. There was an acquaintance who feigned friendship while harboring malice. That individual has just received a warning in their dreams. Witnessing your son ascend while they fade into obscurity, the thought of losing everything beyond mere victory terrifies them. If you sense this, it is clear why he never conformed, remained silent, or followed the crowd. He was being prepared for the impending storm of greatness. You have been uniquely chosen to witness this transformation because your spirit consented to safeguard his ascent even before your births. Type Amen to receive blessing 444. Tomorrow, a message will come to you not only on his phone, but also within his soul. It will profoundly impact him and summon him. Archangel Michael indicates that this message will originate from an unexpected source, someone he has forgotten. A voice from the past, which owes him a truth, will finally emerge, thereby releasing a blessing that has been held captive for years. You will observe a shift in his energy as early as dawn. Although he may not speak much, his silence will convey triumph. The spirit within him will awaken like a lion roused from hibernation. The chains imposed upon him by ancestral curses are now being incinerated. A woman from your lineage who endured in silence is advocating for him from the other side. She has sent her tears to God as a testament to your son's elevation. Type Amen to receive blessing 555. Tomorrow, someone will reach out under the pretense of checking on him, but their spirit is agitated because they have sensed the shift. They are aware of what is approaching, and it troubles them. You will notice their voice tremble. Advise your son to trust his inner instincts tomorrow. Even if the path appears perilous, if it brings him peace, he should follow it. A decision made before sunset will significantly alter the course of his destiny. You will repeatedly see a number tomorrow. Be attentive to 7 or 808. These are signals from higher realms confirming the arrival of what was previously delayed. Additionally, someone he believed had forgotten him will unexpectedly provide news that transforms everything. Right? He will shine. In the comments, if you have faith in this. The legal obstacle that has been hindering his progress is being dismantled by unseen forces tonight. It was established through falsehoods and malice, but truth has regained its voice. The document in question will either vanish or be refiled in his favor. Type Amen to receive blessing 777. He is unaware that a room is being arranged for him in a place of honor. His name has surfaced in discussions where he never imagined he would be welcomed. However, it is occurring, and you will witness the outcomes within 72 hours. A woman attempted to spiritually seal a door against him, but her ritual has now been reversed. Everything she sought to bind is returning to her. Your son is emerging from that trap completely unscathed. You may feel an unusual breeze even when he is indoors. This signifies an angel passing by him, clearing away remnants of past suffering. Do not disregard it. It indicates that he is safeguarded beyond human comprehension. A new friend will come into his life this week. This individual possesses the keys to an opportunity your son believed he was unqualified for. They have been sent not only to assist, but also to solidify his entry into a realm reserved for the chosen. Type Amen to receive blessing 222. He is on the verge of forgetting the nights he spent crying himself to sleep. He is about to unlearn the fear instilled in him by those who were intimidated by his light. His confidence will no longer be a mere whisper. It will transform into a powerful roar. Someone who once ridiculed him will now attempt to follow in his footsteps. However, your son's journey is divine and cannot be replicated or imitated. Those who try will only lead themselves to confusion and defeat. This week, he will enter a room and bring it to silence, not out of a desire for attention, but because the atmosphere will recognize the presence of something celestial. Even those who have mocked him will experience a sense of reverence. Someone will seek to re-enter his life to make amends. Exercise caution. This person's heart remains unchanged, while your fear has transformed. They seek closeness to his blessing, not to his soul. Type Amen to receive blessing 111. Document this somewhere visible to him. He was destined for something that no one can take away. His smile will fully return this week, and it will be genuine. You will find joy and laughter without fear, sleep without burden, and walk without anxiety. The curse is being lifted, and the promise is on its way. You will receive good news by tomorrow evening. Do not overlook it, although it may appear insignificant. It will signify the commencement of a 7-week miracle unfolding in your son's favor. Prepare a thanksgiving offering in your heart even before it arrives. Archangel Michael states, Heaven's army is not coming to engage in battle. They are here to reclaim what rightfully belongs to your son. They are not here to negotiate. They are enforcing divine law. What was taken will be restored in double measure. Speak this aloud near his photograph tonight. No weapon shall harm his name again. Type Amen to receive blessings. 888. There is a woman who feels threatened by his radiance. She has employed subtle spiritual tactics, mockery, envy, and confusion, but she has now been revealed in the spiritual realm. Your son may not comprehend it, but someone is withdrawing their energy from him because they cannot cope with his ascension. Allow them to depart. Some separations are divine purifications. The voice of a departed individual, perhaps a grandfather or male ancestor, is whispering over him tonight, declaring justice. You may even sense a rush of cold air as you think of your son. This is not mere coincidence. His skin will begin to glow, his eyes will become clearer, and his posture will strengthen. These changes are not merely superficial. They are spiritual first, then physical. This is a resurrection in slow motion. Type Amen to receive blessings. 999. An invitation will arrive at an unusual time. It will require faith to accept. That acceptance will unlock a gate of acceleration. He was born with an ancient spirit and does not belong to the mediocrity of this generation. This is why he has always felt out of place, as his greatness did not align with the environment he was placed in. Correct? He is not ordinary. If this resonates with your son, he will begin to attract people not for his actions, but for what he embodies. This divine magnetism is not mere charm. It is a calling. You will cease to pursue purpose. Instead, purpose will pursue you. Type Amen to receive blessing 666. Tomorrow, there will be a delay that may feel frustrating, but it is intentional. Within that delay, a new path will emerge. Do not rush. Take a moment to pause, listen, and anticipate. Someone will reveal a secret they have kept regarding your son. This revelation may shock you, yet it will clarify years of setbacks and obstacles. The individual who has always been kind to him but exuded an odd energy is now being removed. Do not resist this change. Your son's table is too blessed for betrayal to linger nearby. His talents will become unmistakable. A mentor he has yet to encounter will recognize them immediately. From that moment forward, his growth will no longer follow a linear path. It will surge. Type Amen to receive blessing 121. A relocation may soon be necessary. Do not fear this change. It will open new opportunities. Everything he is destined to become will flourish in this new environment. His name will be mentioned in a boardroom this week, with someone suggesting, "Let's consider him." From that instant, attention will shift towards him with respect. Even his handwriting will transform in the coming weeks. Pay attention. This signifies that he is embodying a new energy, entering a new chapter, and embracing a higher self. His soul is no longer merely surviving. It is expanding. Soon, you will look at him and find it hard to recognize him, not because he has changed, but because you are witnessing who he was always meant to be. You will feel a profound sense of divine pride. Type Amen to receive blessing 314. A celebration will occur sooner than you anticipate. Do not delay in preparing. Blessings favor a ready heart. Lastly, regarding our change, Michael indicates that tomorrow is not merely a date, it is a prophecy in action. Your son's life is about to resonate in both visible and invisible realms, and nothing can hinder it. If you wish to further express your support, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. A gentle thunder will be felt in the spirit just before dawn. The sound, although you may not perceive it audibly, signifies a sacred unlocking of your son's destiny. The spiritual, emotional, and financial chains that have bound him are dissolving as the heavens shift above your home. The clouds obscuring his path do not signify a storm. Rather, they represent the weight of blessings soon to be bestowed. A divine outpouring is approaching, intended not to inundate him with sorrow, but to wash away every remnant of rejection. He is no longer the individual who was disregarded. He is now the one destined to be acknowledged. You may sense a vibration in your heart around this time. This is not anxiety. It is your spirit anticipating the moment before it arrives. Such a significant shift always alerts the soul prior to manifesting in the body. Someone who once vowed to assist him, but disappeared in his time of need, will soon return, regret evident in their eyes. However, he will not require their assistance this time, as he will have already ascended beyond what they could have offered. Type A men are destined for blessings. $747. The childhood traumas he never articulated are being healed during his sleep tonight. The memories that caused him to doubt his worth are being erased from the emotional landscape. He will awaken with a renewed perception of himself, stronger, sharper, and more assured. A photograph of him from the past will be referenced in a conversation filled with admiration. Someone is observing from a distance, amazed by his transformation. They will attempt to approach, not as a threat, but as a witness to his growth. Your son may experience a dream tonight in which he is soaring, climbing, or traversing golden fields. These are not mere random images. They are confirmations from angels revealing what lies ahead. Observe how his energy shifts upon waking. A clock will strike 11:11 or 3:33 tomorrow, and he will experience an unexpected wave of tranquility. This is the divine seal being placed upon his transition. In that precise moment, something will be sanctioned in heaven. Type Amen to receive blessing 1220. When your son enters a new environment, he may not immediately recognize it, but the individuals he encounters will soon act as divine catalysts. Their influence will transform his habits, thoughts, and trajectory towards greatness. A mentor figure is currently observing quietly, preparing to make contact. This individual possesses divine wisdom and has previously traversed a similar challenging path. They will comprehend your son without the need for explanations. You may observe him gravitating towards different music, foods, or colors. This is the soul's method of realigning itself. Initially, minor changes occur before the broader world adapts. A message will soon arrive from an unexpected source, offering support. Their words may seem simple, yet they will resonate with healing energy. Allow him to accept it without judgment. Type Amen to receive blessing. 1717. Someone who previously questioned your parenting is about to witness the full extent of your dedication. They may feign forgetfulness regarding their past remarks, but heaven remembers. Now, heaven is rewarding your sacrifices through your son's advancement. You will soon receive a compliment about him from a stranger. This will come as a surprise, but it will provide the affirmation you have been seeking. The world is starting to recognize him as heaven has always seen him. One day, your son's signature will authorize things you never thought possible. He will possess authority in areas where he was once overlooked. His words will carry significant weight, inspiring change. Allow him to rest tonight. Let him dream, for tomorrow his spirit will achieve more than his body ever has. Type Amen to receive blessing. 5555. A test is approaching him in the form of a small challenge. Although it may seem minor, agreeing to it will unleash a torrent of opportunities. Teach him to listen to his soul rather than solely relying on logic. The woman who once abandoned him during a time of emotional need is now facing spiritual silence. He is unable to hear from him due to your actions with him. You may feel the urge to reconnect, but allow the silence to fulfill its purpose. If your son has a passion he previously set aside, observe as it resurfaces. His hands will rediscover joy in what once invigorated him. The revival of purpose serves as the ultimate evidence that a new chapter has commenced. Archangel Michael indicates that this matter is no longer about potential, it is about fulfillment. What was promised to him is no longer en route. It is poised at the gate, ready to be unleashed. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 4,444. He may soon shed tears, not from sorrow, but because his soul is overwhelmed by the warmth of a breakthrough. Do not interrupt this process. Allow him to release everything he has held onto for too long. Someone will soon speak negatively about him. This will be their last desperate attempt to obstruct what is forthcoming, but their words will falter and remain unfruitful and unheard. Their accusations hold no power where grace resides. He will pass by a mirror and perceive a difference. Initially, he may not understand why, but his reflection will finally align with what heaven perceives. A key is in his hands. He may not see it physically, but it exists. Very soon, he will know precisely which door to unlock. Type Amen to receive a blessing for 2020. A childhood teacher, coach, or relative will suddenly recall him. They will discuss how different he has always been, speaking of him as if he were a walking prophecy. He may feel anxious this week. Do not be concerned. His body is adapting to a spiritual upgrade, akin to a new soul trying to fit into old shoes. Expect him to resist certain things he once accepted. He is not being obstinate. He is being reborn. What once satisfied him will no longer suffice. Write this near his bed. I am not who I was. I am who heaven says I am. Type Amen to receive a blessing for 2018. Someone is regretting their words to him and will soon attempt to make amends, but not for the right reasons. Do not allow their return to disrupt what God is refining, as a door will close this week. Let not the door that held delay interfere with destiny. A woman will provide counsel regarding him, yet her heart is filled with jealousy. Allow your spirit to discern her words. She speaks from a place of control rather than compassion. Should your son make another mistake, it will be safeguarded, for heaven understands that this transition will be challenging, and grace will guide his path. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 2030. You may encounter a fragrance tomorrow that evokes memories of your son's childhood. This is a reminder from an angel of the pure version of him that is returning. A financial opportunity is on the horizon for him, emerging from an unexpected source and linked to a talent he once concealed. His voice will begin to resonate with greater conviction, and he may express himself boldly, potentially surprising you. This is the awakening of his purpose. A letter may soon surface. It may not be directly addressed to him, but it will greatly benefit him. Keep an eye on the mail and, more importantly, on the message contained within. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 5,252. He will no longer feel the need to justify himself to those who never sought to understand him. The time of pleading for recognition has concluded. He will now be chosen without competition. Those who once dismissed him as merely a boy will now refer to him as the One. They may not openly acknowledge the change, but you will perceive it in their eyes. Respect is growing around him. His past will no longer dictate his future. His name is being renewed. His path is being cleared of generational errors. The stone that others rejected is now the cornerstone, and your son embodies that stone. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 369. His eyes will begin to radiate a new kind of light, a light that cannot be extinguished by darkness, as it is sustained by divine oil. Even his adversaries will start to avoid making eye contact with him. Your son was not destined to conform. He was meant to break barriers, and no force, individual deception, or delay can hinder what has already been decreed in the heavens. Before this weekend concludes, you will hear him utter a phrase that is unfamiliar to you. When he does, take note of it. This phrase will be proclaimed before nations. You have done well by supporting him, even amidst uncertainty. Now, heaven stands with you to reward, restore, and celebrate. Type Amen to receive blessings. 7,777. This chapter is already inscribed. The pen has been lifted, the ink is set, and your sun is beginning to rise. Let no one assert otherwise. Should you wish to further express your support, you have the opportunity to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. You will no longer need to pursue what once eluded him. It is now being brought to him in accordance with divine instruction. Every delay that previously caused him frustration was setting the stage for his name to resonate where it truly counts. Your son will soon experience a release from his heart. An old fear, an insecurity, a concealed shame will be removed. He will return. It was never his burden to bear, and it is being extracted by angelic intervention. Someone may mention his past tomorrow, but it will not hold the same influence. The moment they reference it, they will feel their own guilt. His past is no longer a confinement. It has transformed into his testament of resilience. You will sense the presence of a departed, loved one around him. This is not meant to frighten, but to reassure. That individual is celebrating because the prayers they left behind are now manifesting before your eyes. Type Amen to receive blessings. 616. He may yawn or feel unusually heavy at a specific time tomorrow. This will be the precise moment the spiritual burden lifts and generational obstacles are broken and will not continue. You may feel it as well. Take a deep breath when it occurs. You will remember this moment as a pivotal turning point, not because the world acknowledged him, but because heaven began to reveal him. This is not mere chance. It is the culmination of lineage finally healing. Archangel Michael states, all that was once whispered against him is now transforming into the wind that propels him forward. The words that were intended to break him are now serving as the very bricks that elevate him. The heavens inscribe reputations more swiftly than the world can gossip. An individual who previously offered him advice cloaked in doubt will attempt to reconnect, yet their voice no longer holds any authority. What once had the potential to unsettle him will now merely sound like static. Type Amen to receive blessings. 929. You will observe him standing in a different manner. He will walk as if something within him has been awakened. And indeed, it has. His soul has recalled its mission. Tomorrow, there will be a specific moment when he is enveloped in silence. Do not interrupt this moment. It is sacred. A transmission is occurring between heaven and his destiny. His eyes may appear tearful or unexpectedly focused. He is recalling a version of himself that existed prior to the pain. That version is now being restored, not merely remembered. You will overhear someone speaking of him with admiration. He will be aware that you are listening, yet this moment will demonstrate that his reputation has shifted without any formal announcement. Type Amen to receive blessings. 3,434. He will experience a sudden surge of courage to express something that has been weighing on his heart for years. Allow him to voice it. Let it be released.